Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. We are here with Amber Bas, one of our graduating students at Palo Alto College. And thank you, Amber, for being with us this morning. Just kind of giving an overview as part of our community Plática. This has really been a tough time, I think, for everyone, but more importantly, it's been really challenging for many of our students who have gone to remote teaching and learning. And so can you tell us a little bit about your experience as we've been transitioning over into this remote teaching and learning concept? So what's been your experience during this time?
My experience was just trying to get a sleep schedule, like fixing my sleep schedule in general. That's something I've always tried to fix. I think not having that routine made me kind of like lost a little bit. So I think I just want to tell people like just to get a routine a little bit, that'll help you. And I kind of learned that I really miss like going to campus and just like seeing everyone. I miss being able to see like my classmates, but we still keep in contact with each other, so it's not that bad. But yeah, those have been my experiences.
Well, Amber, I think that it's really important to have students share their messages and share some of the things that they've been doing to keep us going during this particular time. Do you have any tips or any suggestions that you'd like to share for other students that are listening today and saying, you know what, these are some of the strategies that I've taken that help me continue to be successful in my class? Anything that you'd like to share?
Yeah, so pertaining to like doing schoolwork, I just recommend getting a planner. I like to tell people just write down what you need to do in a day, but I always say just do a little bit at a time. So whenever you get stressed out and overwhelmed and you feel like I can't do all of this all in one day and you don't have professors reminding you to do something, you just have to write down like, okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit of reading today, and then that's it, and then work on the assignment tomorrow because it's not due in a week, or just do a little bit at a time and not to get overwhelmed. So having a planner, you're able to like write it all down and just kind of get a feel of it without having to stress too much about everything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a great suggestion for all of us, right? So procrastination, we tend to sometimes wait until to end, but if you do little pieces at a time, that really is helpful, I think, for not only students, but for people like me too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but you're graduating, so you're going into the field of education for an AAT degree at Palo Alto College. What's next for you? So graduating, are you moving on to a four-year institution, or what's your next steps?
Yeah, I'm going to go to UTSA. I've already registered for classes and got my financial aid and scholarships for academic distinguishment, I guess. But I feel so happy because I've always wanted to go to UTSA ever since high school. And because I'm 25, I know I'm kind of old for like a college sophomore. I felt like I'm not going to be able to go to like a nice university, but being able to go to Palo Alto, it's prepared me a lot, especially in the transfer process. I never realized that like I was stressed about transferring to university. It was actually really easy transferring. Um, it's everything like the whole setup. Our ASIS account, they have an exact same setup. Like everything is exactly the same. The student email is exactly the same. Like whenever I use any little thing with UTSA, it's exactly like PAC. So I really like that the transfer process was super easy. Mm-hmm.
That's really great to hear. We worked so hard in streamlining our transfer processes, and we do have a great partnership with UTSA, as well as many other universities across the city, like A&M San Antonio that's right across the street, and just really trying to work hard to give students these opportunities to continue to grow. And I will tell you that you're never too old, so you're at the right time where you need to be, and so we're very appreciative and thankful that you chose Palo Alto College, which of course is the number one in the top 1% of community colleges in the entire United States. And so we know that you're going to do great things. What we'd ask is, of course, when you graduate, and we know that you're going to go off to UTSA, don't forget about us. You are a
I'm
Palomino
not.
first before a Roadrunner. So continue to connect with us, continue to give back, and that's really important for us. So I think that that's what you're doing is exactly what we're hoping to accomplish, and we're very thankful. And Amber, I understand you are also this year's Fiesta Queen at Palo Alto College, so congratulations for that. And we look forward to seeing you at our next Fiesta event. Hopefully that will come up in November. And thank you. Any last words of wisdom that you'd like to share for any of the students?
I think one thing I want people to take away is to just like don't compare yourself to others, because I know our classes are filled with like a lot of diverse students. We have students who are from early college, high school, all the way to my age and older, who are grandparents and parents. And I see a lot of people just putting themselves down for their age. And I say just don't do that. Like everyone's just, they're on their own path, and it's not a race. So that's something I always tell people, just don't worry about that. Everyone has their own story. Yeah.
That's fantastic advice, and it relates with me because when I started college, I was young. I was about 17 years old when I started at a community college. And then I actually started college with my father when he was in his 40s, and my grandfather who was in his 70s. So you're absolutely right. There is no time limit. There's something for everyone, and we appreciate your advice because it really hits not only home for me, but it will hit home for many others that are looking for some retooling and some possibly wanting to get their education or try to say, you know what, now it's time to try something a little bit different. And so very appreciative of you joining us this morning. Thank you so much for your tips and your success. And we know that you're going to do amazing at UTSA. Very appreciative. And remember, don't forget about us and stay PAC proud. That's the big one.
Thank you.